Denis Bouanga or Luciano Acosta? That is the question. Practically every other MLS journalist has Luciano Acosta as their 2023 MLS MVP. But as a journalist who covers LAFC, I'm here to tell you why Golden Boot winner Denis Bouanga is the man deserving of the award. Some people think the MVP should be given to the best player on the best team. And if that's the case, go ahead and pick Lucho. But if you're looking for the actual most valuable player, it's clearly Denis Bouanga. What do I mean by that? Well, everybody has their own criteria for MVP, but for me, it comes down to two things. First, the pure production of a player. In soccer, this obviously means their goals and their assists, combined with their value provided to their team. In other words, how important the individual is to the success of the team as a whole. Lucho fans will point to that pure production, saying that the Cincinnati number 10 is the only MLS player with over 30 goal contributions this season, and we'll get there. But first, I want to focus on the importance to each team. Ideally, we would compare their teams with them on the pitch and without them on the pitch. But with Lucho Acosta missing just 2 Cincinnati matches this year, a draw and a loss, and Bouanga missing 3 LAFC matches this year, a win and 2 losses, there aren't many conclusions to draw from that. So instead, we can look at their goal contributions when they are on the pitch and the value of those contributions to their team. This is where the argument starts, because excluding penalties, Luciano Acosta has contributed to 35.7% of Cincinnati's goals this season, a very impressive number. But when it comes to Denis Bouanga, he has contributed to 48.9% of LAFC goals in MLS this season. Okay, so Bouanga contributes to a higher percentage of LAFC goals, but does that mean his contributions are actually more valuable to the team? Well, let's check it out. When Bouanga contributes to an LAFC goal, the record for the Black and Gold is 9 wins, 4 losses, and 3 draws, or a 1.875 points per game average. For FC Cincinnati, when Luciano Acosta contributes to a goal, they have a record of 13 wins, 1 loss, and 6 draws, an even better record for an even better team, averaging to 2.25 points per game. Well, what about when they don't contribute? Well, for Cincinnati, when Acosta doesn't contribute, their record drops to 7 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws, a 2 points per game average. For LAFC, it is 4 wins, 5 losses, and 6 draws when Bouanga does not have a goal contribution, an average of 1.13 points per game. So for LAFC, they have a 0.745 points per game difference when Bouanga has a goal contribution versus when he doesn't. For Luciano Acosta, that's only 0.25 points per game of a difference when he contributes. Essentially, what that means is that Bouanga's goal contributions are worth half a point per game more to LAFC than Acosta's are to Cincinnati. What that means, Acosta has a better supporting cast and therefore is less valuable to his team than Denis Bouanga. Well, does that mean that he deserves MVP? Not necessarily. Remember, we have to talk about that pure goal production as well, where supposedly Luciano Acosta is superior with his 31 goal contributions to Bouanga's 27, right? Well, you may not know this, but MLS actually stat pads their assist numbers by including secondary assists, something that no other league in the world does, because direct goal contributions are actually what matter. Meaning 4 of Acosta's 14 assists are actually secondary assists. For Bouanga, that's only 1 of his assists. Still, though, that is 27 goal contributions to 26 goal contributions in favor of Luciano Acosta. But don't forget about penalties, because Luciano Acosta heavily relied on those to stat pad his season. Turns out 7 of Acosta's 17 goals were from the spot. For Bouanga, that was only 3, as he was splitting penalties with captain Carlos Vela. And before I hear anything about how drawing penalties is more important, Bouanga drew 2 penalties this season. Acosta has only drawn 1. So when we actually look at direct goal contributions excluding penalties, Bouanga in fact leads Acosta 23-20. Maybe you think that is convoluted, but I call that soccer math. And I know there will be people saying, but that's because Bouanga took the most shots in MLS. Acosta was way more efficient. But was he actually? Excluding those penalties, of course, which obviously are 1 goal from 1 shot, Acosta scored his 10 goals from 76 shots, or a goal every 7.6 shots. Bouanga, 17 goals from 134 shots, or a goal every 7.9 shots when rounding up. That is a very negligible difference. So, as you can see, Bouanga is not only the most valuable player to his team, but really has better pure production than Luciano Acosta as well. So I know who I'm taking. But let me know in the comments, am I overthinking this? Who do you think is the 2023 MLS MVP? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscription. It really, really helps out the channel. I will see you next time.